and welcome to Bank Breakers. If you're rejoining us, then you know this is the first of a two-segment show that airs this week. It is in this segment that you will see me comment on the NFL week that was. I will shine a bit of humor on the events that took place this past week in the NFL. But before we can do any of that, let us first view the earnings report from this past weekend of our daily fantasy football submissions.
Show me the money.
As always, we open with quarterbacks. As you can see, we hit on 66% of our quarterbacks. As you can see, running backs hitting your screen now was just devastating. We hit on one of the 5 running backs we suggested, a terrible 20%. Wide receivers, we were much stronger, only missing on Larry Fitzgerald. As you can see, tight ends, we were 100%. So all in all, we had a very good week, although we missed on running backs, but that huge miss cost us a good deal of money. Now you can see the graph on your screen. We lost $55 this weekend, which decreased our net worth to $72. Now we're only a quarter of the way through the season, so we do have a lot of gaining to do. But for those of you that lost money, I apologize. You see, the difficult thing about FanDuel and DraftKings is not only do you have to hit on all 9 of your selections, but you have to be able to assemble your team correctly, especially when submitting multiple lineups. That's where we had our problems this week, with team assembly. So although on some of our lineups we won marginal size winnings, we lost more money on more of the entries. That's why you see a net loss here. Now, I'm man enough to admit this to you, but I'm also man enough to sit here and look in the eyes and tell you this will never happen again. So, let's move forward. Let's forget about the down week. Let's continue to invest and tune in Friday when I turn this thing around. Be there, I promise we're going to turn this thing around. But right now, let's get into the week that was. Let's start with a fan favorite. We'd like to open our quick notes with the Philadelphia Eagles as they lost a heartbreaker this Sunday to division rival Washington Redskins. The demoralizing defeat took the highly hyped Eagles to 1-3, confirming that Chip Kelly is about as innovative as the guys that made this.
No.
Many believe Philadelphia's stalemated offense this season is due to their lackluster running attack, while others hypothesize Philly's offensive woes can be directly related to DeMarco Murray's switch in television providers. In other running back news, Arian Foster returned to the fold this week, yet not all of his Houston teammates were thrilled with Arian's return to action. As you can see here, Texan teammate Derek Newton strips Foster of the football, warranting in a Falcons touchdown. When asked after the game how he felt about Newton's forced fumble, Foster said,
"Good, rotten, four-flushing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is!"
Texan teammates stripping one another is the least of head coach Bill O'Brien's problems, as he was forced for the second time in 4 games to bench his starting quarterback, leading many to wonder who will be the signal caller under center this Thursday. In hopes to squash any quarterback controversy, O'Brien confidently stated Ryan Mallett as his starter, stating tails never fails. In other news pertaining to terrible NFL organizations, the Detroit Lions are the last team in the league without a victory, confirming to American citizens everywhere that Detroit is literally the worst city in America. In other news, Jay Cutler returned this week to lead Chicago to a dramatic 22-20 victory over the Oakland Raiders. Although Cutler would never be considered a fan favorite, he does have at least one supporter in Chi-Town, as Bears tight end Martellus Bennett had this to say about his quarterback after the game. "They threw rocks at Jesus, and Jesus was an excellent guy who did a lot of awesome stuff." First and foremost, it's good to see that Martellus Bennett is well versed in the Old Testament. And secondly, when asked about how he felt towards Bennett's remarks, Cutler was quoted saying this.
"You said it, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus."
In other ridiculous tight end news from the weekend, Dwayne Allen of the Indianapolis Colts, following the Colts' victory this weekend, boldly stated that if he were the head coach of the team, he would have started backup quarterback Tim Hasselbeck over Andrew Luck from the beginning of the season, leaving every Indianapolis fan looking like this. And leading the NFL to administer Dwayne Allen an immediate drug test. Our final quick note of the week pertains to the Miami Dolphins New York Jets game that took place this past Sunday in London. the first of 3 games scheduled this season to be played in London. To the surprise of many American fans, most NFL players enjoy playing in London, as many of the English women already look like victims of domestic abuse. It is the 27-14 loss that the New York Jets handed the Miami Dolphins that leads us into our main story of the week. On Monday, the Miami Dolphins shocked the NFL world by firing Joe Philbin after just 4 games of the season. Now granted, Miami started the year as a Super Bowl favorite and now stand at 1-3, so the firing was warranted. But no one, and I mean no one, fires their head coach just a quarter of the way through the season. Lucky for us, we sent down our beat reporter, Paul Quealy, to get us the inside info. Paul, you're on the line. What can you tell us is happening down in Miami?
Hey man, just wanted to call in and quickly talk about what's been going down here in Miami. You know?
Yes, I know. That's why we called you to get you on the show. We want to know what's going on in Miami, so tell us, what's happening down there?
Been down here a couple days, you know, just walking, talking, trying to get this whole mess sorted out, you know?
Yeah, again, Paul, I'm aware of that. I was in the meeting room when we decided to send you down there to get the dirt on what's going on in Miami. So again, do you have any new intel for us? What's going on down there?
This Joe Philbin joker got fired. Wasn't getting the job done, so they offed him. You know?
Yes, I know. I just informed the entire audience that Philbin got fired on Monday. What, Paul? Is there anything new you can tell us? Is there anything that you have figured out down there?
Hired this new coach, Dan Campbell. You know?
Yes, Paul. I know they hired Dan Campbell. You're telling me the most rudimentary details of what's going on. Do you know anything else? What else is happening?
This new guy, he's just trying to, you know, turn this team around. A little, you know?
Are you kidding me? You didn't even finish your thought there. How could I know? Why would you ask me if I knew if you didn't even finish the idea? What, Paul, this is your last shot. What's going on? Tell us something or I'm hanging up.
I just don't know about this guy. This Campbell. I don't know. You know?
Oh my, hang up on him. Someone hang up on him. Are you kidding me, Paul? You don't know, so how would I know? All right, you know what? All right, that's it. That's all the time we have for the story before I put a bullet in my head. So let's move on to something else. Let's move on to the social media blunder of the weekend. This week's social media blunder of the week goes to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, as he felt the necessary need to start tweeting this Sunday night during the Dallas Cowboys-New Orleans Saints game. During the game, the Saints offense was swiftly moving through the Dallas defense when Governor Greg Abbott felt the need to tweet this. Star, hashtag, percentage sign, greater than sign, some Y symbol, exclamation point, more porous than a Texas border. Although Governor Abbott should have never started live tweeting the Dallas Cowboys football game, the irony of the situation is that it was in fact Governor Greg Abbott himself that ensured the people of Texas that he would secure the Texas border.
And I will ensure that we secure our border.
The biggest issue Governor Abbott faced when implementing his border control plan of attack was he believed that installing these signs were the most effective way to seal off the Texas border. Soon after Governor Abbott's tweet, President Barack Obama came out with a statement of his own. My advice to politicians, don't post anything on the internet. Don't put anything in some mysterious cloud that we don't even know how it exists that can be retrieved from anywhere, printed somewhere, and make you look like a jackass. And don't have a Twitter handle. As a matter of fact, don't have anything with a handle at all. Don't have a basketball handle. Don't have a lacrosse handle. Don't even drink coffee from a mug with a handle. Drink from a glass. Now that having been said, let's move on to Rant of the Week.
But they are who we thought they were.
Cannot coach with them. Can't do it.
Don't talk about it. Playoffs?
My rant of the week this week goes after all NFL kickers. I'm coming after every single one of you. This past week in the NFL was the worst statistical week for kickers since week 14 of the 2010 season. Yeah, 18 total misses, 14 field goals, and 4 extra points. An extra point is 32 yards. Of the 14 missed field goals, 4 of them were under 35 yards. 8 of the 18 field goals missed were under 35 yards. That's 44%. That is despicable. But rather than sit here and yell at you and scream down your throat about it, I want to show you something. I'm going to show you. So you're going to come with me. That's what we're about. We're going on a trip. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Out the door. No music. Here we go. You know why I don't like kickers? Because you guys got 3 things you got to worry about. While everyone else has a million different things. Everybody else on the field is running. What's the defense doing? Are they blitzing? Are they in press? You know, what routes is everybody running? Right? If you're the running back, what holes are open? Where am I going? No, you guys got 3 things you got to worry about. You got to think, do I kick this ball into the end zone? Do I onside kick this thing? Or do I make this freaking field goal? Can't wait to show you a little surprise. Can't wait to show you what's happening. Oh, you better be ready. Oh, I got it up the sleeve today, boys. I got a surprise up the sleeve today for you. All right, come on, let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready for the noise to be brought on you? I think you know what's about to happen. Y'all ready for it? Are you ready for it? Oh, come on, man. They locked me out. Oh, gotta be kidding. Hey, man, y'all locked me out. I got a weekly rant. Y'all locked me out, man. I'm supposed to kick a field goal. Now I look like an idiot. No, it's just like, I just feel like an idiot. Like, I had this whole thing planned. Like, I was gonna kick a 33-yarder and rub it in everyone's face. Like, I had this whole rant. Like, and then, like, they don't let me in. They lock me out. Like, sweet, guys. Like, you win. I don't know. You wanna listen to music? Like. Alright, people. That's it. That's the show. It's all over. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm so glad you tuned in. We always want more views. If you liked it and you think your friends will like it, send it to your friends. And again, let's make that money we lost back come Friday. Tune in on Friday afternoon and I'll dish you the FanDuel DraftKings guys that are going to perform this weekend. I promise you, I will make your money back. Okay, now go ahead. Enjoy the